Nathan Cox here. Guys, you see right beside me I have the DeWalt DW745 job site table saw. Okay, now this is the model 745, but there's a couple other models that are almost basically identical to this. So this overview is going to cover basically any of the DeWalt job site table saws that don't have a stand. Okay, we're going to go through some of the features and functions of the saw, show you a quick maintenance point on it, and then I'll have additional videos with changing the blade and then how to use. Okay. All right. So real quick, you got your on-off switch right here, big old red thing. You've got your crank here, which will raise and lower your blade. It has the lock on the side of it, which then you can change the angle of the blade up to 45 degrees. Okay. Obviously, that's our gauge there for the degrees, the angle. We have our fence. You have a knob here which controls the fence, left and right. The locking handle is right over here. It just slides, you know, kind of folds to the back and it'll lock in place. And this table saw has the ability to cut 20 inches to the right of the blade. But if you notice there's no tabletop here, well, DeWalt just decided to keep it simple and does that right there on the fence. Okay, that does have the same height as the tabletop, so it holds any of your sheet goods, your plywood or OSB or whatever that's going across there that you need to rip. This fence easily switches places. There's two locks right there, front and back, obviously. You see this notch right there, which is the same as that one there. Spin it around, and now you can cut to the left of the blade. Cutting left of the blade isn't super common, but you need it every once in a while. Okay. Again, this flips down, but I guess it gives you just an extra inch on the left side. Okay. All right. Now we do have the sliding miter, which is for cutting your angles. You can put it in this slot, slides forward and back, between 90 degrees in the middle to 30 degrees either direction. Okay. Honestly, this is kind of the cheap part of the saw. I've seen cheaper ones out there, but it is a little sloppy. But for a job site table saw, I guess it is what it is. So take what you can get. There is a blade safety guard unit here, which I'll show how to install and remove that on the video, how to, on changing the blade, which I'll put a link right there at the top right of your screen for that. Okay. Now, obviously, we have the cord on the left side here with the cord wrap. On the right side here are the wrenches for the blade. Guys, do not lose those. Okay. It's very hard to change the blade without those. Okay. Let's go around to the back real quick and show you a couple things over there. Okay. On the back here, you might see this little wing nut right here. Actually, they're kind of tight. I'm not going to worry about taking those off right now. But there are 4 of them, I believe. And you can actually take this panel off and open up. This is where the blade is, and this is where the dust chute is. So if something gets stuck in there, you can open that up and clear that. It's a nice function right there. And speaking of dust chute, there's your dust port right here. And DeWalt did go ahead and size that properly, so you can easily slip a shop vac or rigid. The larger, whether it's at a 2.5, 2.25 inch hose, it slips right in there. It's snug, it just slides in and stays put. Real nice. I've used this many times for dust collection and works very well. I can catch most of the dust that comes out of this. So if I'm working in my garage and I don't want to turn my garage into like a saw shop, I want to be able to clean it up decently afterwards. Working in someone's house, it's awesome. It really works well. Okay. Other than that, I said I was gonna do a maintenance point here. Okay, maintenance point here, guys. Cranking the blade up and down, that actually raises the entire dust port and the motor and everything, okay? And it happens right here. You see, this is the gear that comes in from the handle. Okay, spins this gear, and you got this screw gear down here, okay, which lowers and raises the whole thing. And then there's a slide over here on the other side. Lubricating these makes a big difference. It was getting very difficult to raise and lower the blade, which is a very important basic function every time you use your saw. Lubricate that with a dry, like a wax, type based lubricant. It needs to be a dry lubricant. Do not lubricate this with a WD-40 or something else like that, because that will attract the dust and cause it to just grind up in there. So you need some kind of a dry lubricant, and you can lubricate that whole gear there, these gears, these joints, the slide right here. Okay, guys, I didn't think I'd end this video with the saw upside down, but hey, you know, what happens happens. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel while you're there. Hit that subscribe button, that helps out. Please share this video so other people like you can watch it and learn a little bit about their saw, or maybe they're thinking about getting ready to buy the saw, and they can you know, see if they like that or not. Next, we need to get ready to use it, but to get ready to use it, let's change the blade, or learn how to change the blade and work the blade knife and a couple other items on it. So that video will be on the top right of your screen right there. So you can click right there and move to the next video in this series. There'll be links to my website, greatrunninja.com, in the description down below, which will have basically all my videos from my different channels organized in a way that's really easy to find.